Oh, how much?
I currently have more dunks than him right now.
Drop your dot, you
Is
know
that true?
I'm coming.
Yeah, but he don't stay for real. He just
you should
goes
have wore
out,
your
and
bunny.
he don't want to play defense.
We're going to get to that trash.
Running from me. Running from me. Running from me.
Pickett TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
I already know he's running from me.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room. Of all of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones that even message me and contact me on Instagram. One recently sent me a death threat, talking about you can't come to LA. LeBron fans!
Let's bring it. I see a veteran up in here, man. MJ. Let's bring in my good friend, man. How you doing, brother? I know you got a lot to say about scams. I know you got,
man. That's his name, Dorman Scam. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I hate to tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dan.
Tell me, bro.
As a Laker, you guys got to stop thinking of mediocre. The dude, now you already got on one channel, they say the players are trash on his one channel.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about you right now, the locker room. He said all the players are trash.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, folks, you guys see the title of the show, man. We done kicked up some dust, man. We done kicked up some dust over here. I told you guys, man, the locker room, we have to be the most influential show on these YouTube streets as it pertains to the Los Angeles Lakers. We have to be. All of these dudes are listening, okay? They're all listening, folks. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, I have been pushing a narrative about Austin Reaves for 3 years almost. After the conference finals back in 2023, I've been trying to tell anybody that will listen that this dude is a fraudulent bum. He's a bum. Right? Now, what's happened? The Lakers continue to keep this dude on the roster. Ever since he became a starter in 2023, the Lakers have been absolute garbage. We got swept in the conference finals 4-0. The following year in the playoffs, we lost to Denver again, 4-1, a gentleman's sweep. Last year, we got gentlemen swept again, this time by Minnesota. And who is the common denominator here, folks? Who is the common denominator? It's this fraudulent bum, Austin Reaves. But because he's white, we have to sit up here and we have to pander and we have to pretend like he's good. We have to pretend like he doesn't suck. We can't hold him accountable. We can't be critical. Whenever he has a good game against a sorry team, right? They're always on First Take doing a segment. Oh, is he the best third option in the NBA? And then he has a stinker against a bad team, and then they conveniently don't cover it. They don't cover it. They don't talk about it. They only cover this fraud whenever he has a good game against a sorry team. That's when they have the conversation. Oh, is he the best third option in the league? Oh, is he the perfect fit next to Luka and LeBron? He's a bum. He only plays well against sorry teams. And whenever you play him, whenever he's playing a good team, he gets exposed. And this is something that we've been preaching here for years now. We've seen how many players have we seen come and go and he's still here? Why is he still here? They done traded one of our franchise pillars in Anthony Davis, who actually helped us win a championship. before they traded this bum? So obviously, right, those of us that know basketball, we've been looking at this Lakers situation and we're like, yo, something is just, it's very strange what's going on here. It's very strange how they try to protect this fraud. It's very strange how they don't want to trade him. Now they're talking about overpaying this bum. They're talking about giving this bum $200 million. Folks, I don't know if you guys know this, and I was actually thinking about this earlier today. The Los Angeles Lakers are honestly, I'm not even trolling. The Lakers are worse than the Knicks at this point. The Lakers are probably the most fraudulent organization in basketball. They really truly are. And the only reason that they have a championship, remember, before LeBron, their last title was in 2010. Kobe's 5th ring. That was 2010. We're now in 2026. That's 16 years. The only reason they have one title in 16 years is because of my GOAT, LeBron James. If LeBron James would have never came to this fraudulent bum organization, they would be going on 16 years without a title. This is not the Jerry Buss Lakers. This is not the Jerry West run Lakers. Y'all are living in the past with this organization. The Lakers as an organization are garbage. LeBron is, listen, I can't even really defend LeBron. He's wasted the final years of his career with this fraudulent organization. This is the worst ran organization damn near in basketball, honestly. I mean, we talk about this every night, folks. I mean, let me show you guys. Robert's rejects. Folks, all these guys are bums. They're all rejects from another team. That's all Rob Pelinka can sign, are just a bunch of rejects. Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks reject. Mavericks didn't want that bum. Austin Reaves, undrafted reject. DeAndre Ayton, Portland Trailblazers, Phoenix Suns reject. Jake LaRavia, Memphis Grizzlies, Sacramento Kings reject. Marcus Smart, Washington Wizards, Memphis Grizzlies reject. That's all they can get. The only reason this organization is even respected, the only reason the team is even taken seriously is because of LeBron James and his presence. If he wasn't on this roster, nobody would even be talking about the Lakers. That's a fact. So we've been preaching this narrative for 3 years now that Austin Reaves is a fraudulent bum. Max Kellerman and Rich Paul, they start a podcast. Max Kellerman says Austin Reaves needs to go to the bench. He says in a perfect world, Austin Reaves would be the sixth man. He even disrespected Manu Ginobili by even saying Reaves could be the Manu Ginobili of the team. And he's not going to be Manu Ginobili because he ain't as good as Manu Ginobili. This is what they got to do with this bum. We got to lie for him. We got to pander to him and his fanboys. We got to act like he's good. We got to act like he's valuable. And the whole time, the dude sucks. This stuff is ridiculous. I've never seen an NBA team cater to a bum's feelings. I've never seen this before. Now we're catering. This is supposed to be the most prestigious franchise in the world. At least in the NBA for sure. You have other organizations, the Yankees, the Cowboys, okay, cool. At least in the NBA, the Lakers are the gold standard. Now y'all are parading, y'all are parading bums around now. We got to cater to his feelings now. We can't tell the truth and say that he sucks because we don't want to hurt his feelings. What are we doing here? So Rich Paul, ladies and gentlemen, he had some comments about Austin Reaves and Austin Reaves' agent. Now, if you guys remember, we've been exposing this whole situation about Austin Reaves. His agent actually blocked me a few weeks ago. So if you guys don't know what's going on, let me show you guys what's going on here, man. Let me show you guys what's going on. I told you, look at the title of the show. I started this. I started all of this. Let me show you guys. So this was a few weeks ago. We did a show exposing Austin Reaves for being a disgusting, dirty bum, right? So I'm just minding my business, and I see this clown, Austin Reaves' agent. He replies to one of my tweets. Let me show you guys. Look at this, folks. So we did a show on December the 16th, 2025, right? I said, Lakers guard Austin Reaves gets exposed again. I'm minding my business. The next thing I know, I get this mention on Twitter. It says, "You're a special kind of glazer, ain't you? LOL, clown." So I'm like, who is this? Right? So I go on this dude's page, and come to find out, folks, as you guys can see, he has me blocked now. But come to find out, folks, this is Austin Reaves' agent. Let me show you guys. This is Austin Reaves and his agent. Mr. Player May said you made him crash out. So once again, we did a show on this bum. We said he was getting exposed, which he was. He was getting exposed, folks. He got exposed in that Philadelphia game. He went 3 for 16. Then he got exposed versus the Spurs. So we talked about it. I'm like, yo, look at this dude. Whenever we play good teams, he always gets cooked. He always gets exposed. He's a bum. He can only play well against sorry teams. He only plays well. Look, if you don't believe me, look up his numbers versus teams that are better than the Lakers. Look up his numbers. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys the numbers. I'm going to show y'all the numbers. Matter of fact, let me show you guys the numbers right now. So let's look at the standings real quick. Let's look at the standings. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. So let's see. So right now, currently, the Lakers are in 5th place. So the Thunder are better than us. The Spurs, the Nuggets are better than us, and Minnesota is better than us right now. Right? Let me show you guys his numbers. Let's just look it up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me show you guys this. Let's go to StatMuse. Let's go to StatMuse real quick. Let's go to Austin Reaves stats versus Timberwolves, Spurs, OKC, and I think that was it because we haven't played Denver yet. Let's just throw in Rockets too because we played the Rockets, and who else is pretty good? Oh yeah, Phoenix. Let's just throw in Phoenix too. These are all good teams in the Western Conference this season. Let's look up Austin Reaves' numbers, folks. Now remember, he's averaging 28, I think, so far on the season. But this is what he turns into, folks, when we're playing good teams. He's 18-6-4 versus the teams I just named. 18-6-4. You go to his field goal percentage against these teams, folks. He's at 46% from the field. And then you go to 3-point percentage. He's at 29%. 30%. We'll just round up. He's at 30%. Ladies and gentlemen, the boy is a fraud. Do I need to show you guys his playoff numbers from last? Let me show you guys the playoff numbers from last year. Because I see we got this clown. He says he's 28, 6, and 5 without LeBron. Let me show you what he is in the playoffs last year. Let's go to Austin Reaves playoff stats 2025. Because this is when it really matters anyway. You know, I don't even care about regular season numbers. This is when it really matters. So these were Austin Reaves' playoff numbers last year. 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Right? Against Minnesota last year. Field goal percentage, folks. 41% from the field. 41% from the field, folks. You look at his three-point percentage. 32%. 32%. So basically, he's a white D-Lo. And y'all wanted D-Lo traded for having these type of numbers in the playoffs. This is what D-Lo would do for us in the playoffs. 40%, 39% from the field, and about 32% from the three-point line in the playoffs. These same numbers got D-Lo traded off the Lakers. But y'all want to give Austin Reaves $200 million. Really? So, like I said, we've been exposing this whole situation. Austin Reaves' agent, he jumps into my mentions. He calls me a clown. Let me show you guys what I said to the dude. Let me show you guys what I said to him. Because I told you guys, we started all of this. So after he calls me a clown, right? I say, yo, why you didn't add Rich Paul? This is December 16th. I said, yo, why you didn't add Rich Paul? I said, look, I noticed you didn't call Rich Paul a clown. He called me a glazer and a clown. I'm like, yo, I noticed you didn't call Rich Paul a clown. I wonder why. You want to come for me? I'm just the podcaster. Like Charlemagne said, I'm just the radio guy. Don't get tough with me. Why you didn't add Rich Paul? Well, ladies and gentlemen, last night, according to ESPN, Rich Paul was at the Laker game. Okay? Rich Paul was at the Laker game. And apparently, Austin Reaves' agent, the same guy that blocked me, he apparently approached Rich Paul last night during the game, and they had a 5-minute conversation about Rich Paul's comments on Austin Reaves. Let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this, folks. Let's just get into this article by ESPN.com. Let me show you guys. This is crazy. So once again, this is from ESPN.com. So it says one of Reaves' agent approached Rich Paul on the sideline near half court at halftime of the Lakers-Hawks game on Tuesday. The two spoke for more than 5 minutes, and the topic of conversation was Rich Paul's public trade scenario regarding Austin Reaves, sources told ESPN. Now, why are Austin Reaves and his agent, why are they crashing out over what Rich Paul is saying? Folks, you guys remember what happened last summer, right? Austin Reaves was offered a $90 million contract by the Los Angeles Lakers. Austin Reaves turned down the contract just like Dennis Schroeder turned down the contract a few years ago. Remember, the Lakers offered Dennis Schroeder $84 million for 4 years. Dennis Schroeder turns it down because he thought he was worth more than that. Dennis Schroeder then ends up signing in Boston for the mid-level exception. He signed in Boston for about $5 million, folks. He turned down $84 million and then signed in Boston for about $5 million. Austin basically did the same thing. The Lakers offered him $90 million and he turned it down. Why? Because he thinks he's worth more than $90 million, which, in my humble opinion, is completely absurd. He isn't even worth the $90 million that they offered him. He's not even worth that. That was an overpay. I think annually that's about 20-something million dollars a season for Austin Reaves. Him and his agent, they talking about they want $30 to $40 million annually. How does this even make any sense? How does that even make any sense? What has he done in the NBA to where he would think he's worth $30 to $40 million annually? What has he done? You've done what? Oh, I know. You were an all-star for 2 months until you decided you were going to fake an injury because you were getting exposed for being a bum. That's why he's not playing right now. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He's literally faking an injury right now in this very moment. Why? He got exposed by Philadelphia. I think he shot 3 for, remember that Philadelphia game when LeBron had to save his bum ass? Remember that game, chat? A few weeks ago? He was 3 for 16. 3 for 16. Then we play the Spurs on that Wednesday, a play-in game. I think he finished that game 6 for 16. Let me get this. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me find the stats real quick. I'm gonna get to these super chats in a second. Give me 1 second. Let's go back to that Spurs game. Folks, this was the 76ers game when LeBron stepped up and saved the Lakers. Austin Reaves in that game, folks. 11 points. 3 of 16 from the field. 3 of 16. 3 of 16. Okay, cool. Let's go to that Spurs. I think we played the Spurs next in the play-in game. They blew us out. What happened, folks? What did Austin Reaves do? Austin Reaves, 15 points. 6 of 16. He turned back into a bum. So now he turns back into a bum. He starts faking an injury. He talking about he got a calf strain now. He misses a week. He comes back again, gets exposed again. Now he missing a month. Why? Because they want to protect his fake stats. They want to protect it because they know they got to go to the negotiating table this summer. So this is all a ploy by him and his agent. They're literally trying to fraud the NBA out of hundreds of millions of dollars. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody is talking about that. They're trying to flip the narrative and now they want to blame Rich Paul. They're talking about Rich Paul. Oh, why is Rich Paul talking about this? Talking about what? What everybody knows? Rich Paul ain't saying nothing the whole world don't know. Who doesn't know He is the biggest liability on the Lakers. Who doesn't know that? They acting like Rich Paul and Max Kellerman are saying something that nobody said before, that nobody doesn't know. If you've been watching the Lakers the last 3 years, you know, come playoff time, he is the weakest link in the NBA. Him on the screen. He is the weakest link in the NBA. Who don't know that? Who don't know that? That's not breaking news. He sucks. He's a net negative player. He gives up more points than what he scores. Nobody in the playoffs attacks LeBron James. Who was our best defender in the playoffs last year versus Minnesota? Who was our best defender? The 40-year-old. LeBron James was our best defender in the playoffs last year. Who are the worst defenders? Who are the worst defenders, folks? These two. Who doesn't know that? But once again, this is what they do. What they want to do is they don't want blacks. This is what this really boils down to, folks. They don't want blacks criticizing whites. That's what they're upset about. They don't want the black man, Rich Paul, criticizing a white boy. That's what they're really mad about. It's the same thing with Nico Harrison. It's the same thing with Nico. The reason Nico Harrison got fired, they don't want the black man trading the white boy. That's what this is all about. See, it's okay when they criticize us. That's okay. It's okay when they trade us. That's okay. But when we trade them, now everybody wants to cry like a bitch. When we criticize them, now everybody's crying like little bitches. So now Rich Paul, he can't criticize Austin Reaves. Now, the locker room, if he criticizes these white boys, oh, let's just label him a racist. Oh, he's just a hater. Meanwhile, they've been criticizing LeBron James for 20 years. That's perfectly fine. Y'all ain't ready for this shit, man. You ain't ready to... Man, listen. If y'all are crying about Rich Paul telling the truth, you ain't ready to be the face of no fucking Laker organization. You're not ready. That should be the least of you. Rich Paul is the least of Austin Reaves' worries. Minnesota got on your bitch ass last year. We didn't forget when Nas Reed said, nigga, you play with me and I'm gonna slap the dog shit out you pussy. We didn't forget. Oh, you guys thought we forgot. You niggas want to talk about Rich Paul. No. Why don't we talk about Nas Reed? Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that. What about Nas Reed? Hold on. What about this? Ladies and gentlemen? They want to talk about Rich Paul. What about Nas Reed? When he pointed at you and said, I'll slap the dog shit out you, pussy. And you folded like a bitch. Because you ain't like that. You was a hoe. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how Jaden McDaniels came from behind and pushed him in the back like a pussy. They don't want to talk about how Minnesota, between Gobert, Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, Nas Reed, Anthony Edwards, they don't want to talk about how they all whooped the shit out of Luka and Austin Reaves. They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about Rich Paul. This shit is insane. They don't want to talk basketball. They want to talk about, well, why is Rich Paul saying what he's saying? Why is LeBron's agent saying this? We don't like it. Fuck what you like. You suck. We don't care about what a bum likes or doesn't like. We don't give a fuck about that. You fucking suck. You shouldn't even have an opinion. You're garbage. We don't give a fuck about what you think. Fuck you. Pussy. They don't want to talk about Nas Reed whooping the shit out this pussy nigga. Nigga pointed in his face and said, I'll slap the dog shit out you. His pussy ass, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm here.
Shut your bitch ass up.
They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about Rich Paul, man. Austin Reaves, the Lakers organization. These people are the biggest clown. This is the biggest clown show going on in the NBA right now. This is the biggest. I've never seen Luka and Austin Reaves have to be the two most overrated, overhyped NBA players I've ever closely observed. Both of them suck. But because they're white, we gotta pander. We gotta pretend that they're good. No, they're fucking garbage. They're garbage. That's why Luka got traded. Hello? If he was as good as y'all claim, he would have been on his team. His team was Dallas. Why the fuck is he on the Lakers right now? Riddle me that, Luka fanboys. If he's really as good as y'all claim, why the fuck is he on my team? You wanna know why? Because that bitch sucks. And he got fucked in the finals 2 years ago. He got fucked. We know who his daddy is. His daddy's balling out in Boston right now. His daddy's in the MVP conversation. His daddy's name is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is better than this bitch. Now y'all talking about y'all want to get his bum, this undrafted bum, $200 million. And then when the black man, because remember, Rich Paul didn't even bring it up. It was really Max Kellerman that brought it up. But when Rich Paul agrees with it and speaks on it, now y'all want to get mad at Rich Paul. Why? Because Austin's in a contract year? And he's getting exposed? Should have took that contract. You should have just took the contract. It ain't our fault you didn't sign the deal. Who the fuck told you was a $200 million... What the fuck do you think you are, Nikola Jokic? Who does this bum think he is? Nigga, they offered you damn near 100 M's and you said no? Who does he think he is? And by the way, the only reason his numbers were inflated to begin with is because LeBron was out. That's the only reason his numbers were inflated to begin with. Because LeBron was out. So he got more touches, more free throws, all that bullshit. Soon as LeBron came back, he turned right back into the bum that he fucking is. So like I said, folks, we started all of this, man. We started all of this. Now they're mad about Rich Paul. Man, come on, man. What are we even talking about? Rich Paul? What about Nas Reed? What about Jamal Murray? Fuck Rich Paul. What about Jamal Murray? What about Michael Porter Jr. and Bruce Brown and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope when they whooped his bitch ass 2 years in a row? What about those guys? What about Minnesota? I don't give a fuck about what Rich Paul talking about. Let's talk basketball. This boy is a bum. It don't matter who says it. That ain't gonna change the reality of Austin Reaves. He's a fraud. Magic Johnson said it. Magic Johnson said in the playoffs, they're going to be attacking his bum ass. And that's exactly what they did. The only team that he has value on is the Lakers. Any other team, he ain't. No other team values this motherfucker the way the Lakers and their fanboys do. This organization is a clown show. They went from Shaq and Kobe, LeBron and AD, Magic and Kareem to fucking Luka and Reaves? This shit is a joke. How you go from LeBron and AD to Luka and fucking Austin Reaves? This shit is a joke. And then when a nigga get on his podcast and say the real, oh, we don't like that he's saying that. Nigga, suck a dick. I don't give a fuck about what y'all like. We don't like getting clapped every year. We don't like losing every year. We don't like being 2-12 in the playoffs the last 3 years. That's what we don't like. We don't give a fuck about Austin Reaves and his feelings. That's just me, though. Shout out to GD with the $5 super chat. He said, I ain't never seen a player's camp so bothered by talk by someone not associated with their team's organization. Thanks, Mayonnaise Media. We got Tax the Prophet. Nobody noticed until you started talking shit. That's his agent crashing out on you. He knows he got Austin in a Schroeder situation. Exactly. They should have signed the contract. They should have signed the contract. And I'm going to make sure the whole world knows this bum is nowhere. The Lakers are bidding against themselves. I don't know one other team that's lining up to give him what the Lakers offered him, $90 million. Who would even give him that? Man, get out of here, man. There is no team that there is no team where that Luka that if Luka and Austin Reaves go to, they make them better. Luka and Austin Reaves both are net negative players. They don't make your team better. Before the trade last year, what were the Lakers? They were the 5th seed, right? When we traded for Luka, we were the 5th seed, right? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think the Lakers are right now currently?
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
I just want to slide on through, provide for you. Can name a list of things that I can do.
Folks, Luka hasn't made us better. Reaves hasn't made us better. We're in the same situation we were in prior to Luka coming here. They don't make you better. Why? They're both net negative players. They give up more points on defense than what they score on offense. And we all know Luka, the majority of his points most nights come from the free throw line. They both suck. But because they're white, oh, we got to sit up here and act like he's a top 3 player. Suck my dick. He's not a top 20 player. Nigga, give me Cade Cunningham. Give me Jalen Brunson. Give me Donovan Mitchell. Luka sucks. Y'all fucked this team up. With a stupid ass lateral trade that didn't even make you better. Everybody want to talk about AD. Oh, AD's always hurt. AD's this, AD's that. Okay. What is Luka? How are we better with Luka? We're not better. We're in the same situation. We're the 5th seed. Ain't shit changed. It was a lateral trade. It was a lateral trade. Luka doesn't make our team better. But they don't want to admit that they fucked up. They don't want to admit that this trade was bogus and some bullshit. So they're going to waste they're going to continue to waste you guys' time for the next 5, 6, however many years. Luka knows this whole situation is bogus. Even Luka knows it. Luka knows he was in a better situation in Texas. But Dallas didn't want to pay him. So he got to act like he likes the situation in LA because the Lakers wanted to pay him. So he's going along, with the ride. But even Luka don't want to be in this situation. That's what they don't want to talk about. They want to talk about Rich Paul. No, talk about this ridiculous fucking trade you made that didn't even make sense. You didn't even think the whole idea through. You just pounced on the idea of acquiring Luka and you didn't even think it through. But you don't want to admit you were wrong by trading for him. LeBron is better than Luka. At 41. We didn't need fucking Luka. What nobody having conversations, oh yeah, we need to get Luka. Nobody was even thinking about that motherfucker. Then in the middle of the night, February 1st, y'all talking about y'all done traded for Luka Doncic. For what? Are you a Luka fanboy?
I'm a crash out man. And I'm about to crash out with your permission. May I crash out?
Go ahead, man.
You just kept needling, guy. You just kept needling and pushing and pushing and pushing. You didn't want AR. You didn't want D-Slow. Look at what happened, man. You put Rob in a corner and he started fighting back. He started crashing out. And look where we're at now. Tomfoolery everywhere. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look at Luka. You caused them to crash out.
LeBron fan.
Reggie, you're pushing everyone to the edge, man.
Okay, we got GD. You said they training blacks that they got to do 3 times more. Listen, the phone lines are open, folks. This whole situation with the Lakers, like I said, bro, the Lakers are it's very hard for me to think of a worse run organization than the Lakers. Maybe like the Wizards, the Hornets. I mean, they're down there, folks. They're down there. Like the Lakers are a bottom 5 organization in the league. They're bottom 5. I would say the Lakers are down there with like the Wizards, the Hornets, the Pelicans, right? Like they're down there, bro. It's just a terribly ran organization. And LeBron has been the only positive thing about this franchise, LeBron and AD. And now what they're trying to do is now they want to scapegoat LeBron, Rich Paul, and they want to blame them when the problem this whole time has been Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka. They don't like the fact that LeBron came in and started telling them what to do. They don't like that. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of LeBron. They want to get rid of all of Rich Paul's clients. They want Rich Paul to shut up. They don't want him to speak on the team. They don't want him to say nothing. Why? Because that exposes them. What did Rich Paul say? The Lakers organization is not a championship winning team. Where did he tell a lie? Oh, he didn't. They just want him to be quiet. They just don't want him to say it. That's what's going on here, folks. This is what they do to the black man. Anubis, I mean, you called it, bro. When things go wrong, they just find the nearest black man to blame.
Yep. I already told you this is gonna happen. And the funny thing is, this is just more proof that you messed up his bag, Reg.
Listen, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
No, he ain't gonna never get that max contract that he pushing for. He just didn't Schroeder himself. You said should have took the money. You ain't gonna never get a contract like that. Reaves ain't worth that. Everybody's starting to see through the illusion. You know, and the funny thing is, even though the team isn't all that great, they still better without Reaves. That's what people are seeing.
Yeah,
That they can do without him and Rui.
Yeah.
Both of them can go.
Yeah, you need more balance. You know, people want to talk about these fake ass numbers that he puts up against bad teams. It's like it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter at all.
And then in the playoffs, you gonna have to play defense. The game slows down, and it's like if you can't stay in front of your man, what good are you gonna do us? We saw this. How many times do we have to keep seeing Reeves choke in the playoffs to understand this is who he is? I don't care what he does in the regular season. It doesn't matter. In the playoffs, he's a bum. He's barely playable.
But Anubis, like we're seeing, right, in the regular season, it ain't even just in the playoffs. We're seeing it in the regular season thanks to the play-in tournament, like against the Spurs, for example, right? Because the play-in tournament it's like a playoff game almost.
Yep.
What did he do against the Spurs?
Hey, you called out the BS though, Reg, with the not to cut you off, bro, my bad, but with the inconsistency of expectations. For the black players, you better get us a ring. The white players, as long as you put up a couple points, you know, it's good. There's no expectation. And then when it's failure with the white player, we got to find someone black to blame. This is what we're watching. It's pathetic. And they act like we don't see it. You know?
Exactly. They want to, but see, my thing is, it's like, why do we have to be quiet? You know, like, they've been criticizing us for years. But now that it's their turn, like, we have to be quiet. Like, we can't criticize them in the same way. How does that make any sense?
Superstar treatment. Luka and Reaves are superstars, right? Okay, then what are they doing on the defensive end? Basketball is not just one-sided. That's why I said these Luka and Reaves fans are these are the nerdy rejects that never played basketball and they just played 2K. And they think they can really speak on get what it's like getting on a basketball court and actually playing. A lot of them don't understand that.
These are the kinds of dudes that they get all their knowledge of the game from basketballreference.com.
What's
That's
good,
what
right?
they go
What's
off
good,
of.
Anubis?
What's
We
good?
got
What's
DC
good?
Rule. What's going on, man? What you got on this?
Nah, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. I was on I don't know if you know Reg, this dude's platform. It's called Show. His name is Showtime, and there was this dude there that was just screaming. He was just like basically saying like Rich Paul is trying to destroy Austin Reeves' bag. He's basically trying to take food away from his family by going on live national television on a podcast and basically expressing his opinion on what the Lakers should do. According to him, and according to a lot of people, they're saying, when have you ever heard an agent go on live national platform and express how they feel about NBA players? You never had that. That's coming from LeBron. So what I said basically was just that, look, if LeBron was to fire Rich Paul today, Rich Paul is gonna still say what he wants to say. It's not gonna change because Rich Paul has built his platform already. So it was like, well, basically, you know, who gave him the opportunity? And I said LeBron. But regardless of the fact, even if Rich Paul didn't say that, I mean, why would you not trade Austin Reeves for Jaren Jackson Jr.? Why? And people are still stuck on this notion like, oh, well, he's averaging 27 points a game. I'm like, okay, but he's averaging 27 points a game against bottom-feeding teams. He's not doing that against the OKCs of the world, the Spurs of the world, the Houston Rockets of the world. When he faces Denver, when he goes up against people that can really guard him, like, he's not doing that. So while we're keeping a player, honestly, Reg, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I want LeBron to waive his no trade clause, and I want him to go to a team that he wants to play. Whatever, if it's 1 more year, 2 more years, and I want the media, and I want the Austin Reaves fans and the Luka fans to see how this is gonna play out, bro. That's just how I feel about it already, bro. I'm tired of talking about Austin Reaves. I'm tired of talking about the same thing with the Lakers. I want LeBron to leave this team so that way all the attention is reflected on Luka and Austin Reaves, and I want to see how they're gonna thrive together. I want to see what's gonna happen because everybody's saying it. Oh well, LeBron is holding the Lakers back. LeBron is holding Austin Reaves back. When LeBron wasn't playing and he was out with the injury, Luka and Austin Reaves was playing better. They were playing better defense, bro. It's just crazy, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what it really is, DC Rue and Anubis.
Yeah.
And this is what it really is. Because, like I said, I used to live in LA. I remember the day LeBron signed with the Lakers. Like I was happy as hell that day. But I'm gonna tell you what's really going on here. And Anubis, I know you're gonna agree with this. So when LeBron comes to LA, the Lakers were not relevant. They had Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo, Josh Hart, Luke Walton was the coach, whatever, right? LeBron nobody cared about that version of the Lakers. I was there. Like, nobody was outside with a Laker jersey on, repping the Lakers. Like, I was there, right? The second LeBron showed up, swear to God, you started seeing niggas outside with a LeBron Lakers jersey on. Like, people were, okay, cool. We're back intrigued now, right? So all the Kobe fans, they immediately dusted off their Kobe jersey. Now they're back. Now they're back claiming the Lakers again. So what's really going on here, right, is you have Kobe fans cosplaying as Laker fans, and they're hating on LeBron. They've been hating on him this entire time. So that's why they're defending the situation with Reaves. And I guarantee you, DC Rue, that Showtime nigga, I guarantee you he's a Kobe guy. I guarantee that. So anything that LeBron does, they always have to spin the narrative to make LeBron look like the bad guy. They got to make LeBron look like the villain, even though he's right 99% of the time. And like I said, it's just nasty what's going on, man. These are really just Kobe fans upset at LeBron for being on the Lakers. God rest Kobe Bryant's soul. He tragically died. I said on the show we did last night. That's why they're so mad. That's why they have so much animosity for LeBron being on this roster. All LeBron has tried to do since he came here was just help. He brought you niggas a title. Like, I don't understand these people. All LeBron has done, if you take away the 2020 ring, from 2010 to now, the Lakers will have 0 championships. All he's done is come here, tried to help you niggas build a competent organization, tried to make the Lakers a winning franchise again. And they've hated on that from the jump. And now they want to sit up here and act like they're Austin Reaves fans. They don't fuck with Austin Reaves. They're just pretending like they do because they really just hate LeBron. That's all this is about.
Yep.
That's what it's about, right? I went on this dude's platform yesterday, Reg, right? And Anubis, and I started talking to them about the mayonnaise media. They're like, "Who's the mayonnaise media?" I'm like, Johan Buha, Jason 10th, and there's more of them. He's like, "Bro, those guys know what they're like. Those guys know what they're talking about." I was like, "When? Since when?" Someone asked Johan Buha yesterday if you had the opportunity to trade Austin Reaves for Jaren Jackson Jr., would you do it? And Johan Buha was like, well, yeah, basically he was like, well, he doesn't rebound the way he used to rebound anymore. The way he was an effective rebounder. He fouls out a lot. He's not a scorer the way Austin Reaves is. He can't get to the basket the way Austin Reaves is. So
the black players are for sale, but the white players, don't touch them. Don't criticize them.
That's all this is about, bro.
That's what it seems like. Think about what I just said. All the black players are pretty much tradable, including LeBron being the greatest player ever. But Austin Reaves is untouchable? AD and LeBron, y'all would rather trade them two that brought you a ring and keep, like you said, bum-ass Luka and Reaves who haven't proven anything. They'd rather lose.
I mean, they haven't proven anything. Haven't done
They
anything, bro.
they haven't done nothing in the league. Like what?
At all.
That's why I went on this platform yesterday, and I was telling dudes, I was like, what has Austin Reaves done in the NBA for him to deserve 200 million? Does he have a ring? I mean, Giannis has a ring, right? So I can
Yep.
back things up when people talk nasty about Giannis, right? SGA has a ring. Does he have a ring? I was like, okay, so I got a question for you. So Rich Paul basically said Austin Reaves should come off the bench like Manu Ginobili. Do you think Austin Reaves is better than Manu Ginobili? It's like, yes. Austin Reaves is better. I was like, but wait a minute. Manu Ginobili is a 4-time NBA champion. How's he better? Like how?
What they want
They're
us
like,
to
oh,
do, what
Austin
they
Reaves
want
is
us to
averaging
do
20.
is they want us to believe in these fake numbers that he puts up in the regular season. All these numbers are fake, man. Like, I mean, even last night we did a show. I said on the show, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really watch the game. We're playing the Hawks.
I watched it.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
watched
we're playing the Hawks. The Hawks aren't going anywhere. They're not gonna, we're not gonna have to play them in the playoffs. Like, it's honestly just like a meaningless game. It's like, but he'll have a good game against a team like the Hawks, and then people will want to use that and be like, oh, well, he's a good player. How? What does he do in the playoffs when it matters? He gets exposed every time. But they want us to take these games that don't matter and they want us to give him credit for that. No. You're playing with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and now LeBron James and Luka. The standard is a championship. Why are we wasting years? We're just wasting years away. We're wasting time. But that's what they want to do. That's what Rob and these people want to do. I'm telling you, Kobe's tragic death is the reason. I'm telling you, these people hated LeBron before Kobe died, but as soon as Kobe died, it's like their hate has went to levels we just haven't seen.
I told you, straight jacket behavior, bro. Get the straight jackets, buddy. That's how they act. Like, bro, you need a straight jacket. What are you talking about?
He said straight jacket behavior. Yo.
Dude, these dudes was up there talking about, oh, well, LeBron James doesn't have the pull with the front office anymore the way he used to because Luka is the man and AR and he's a third fiddle. And I'm like, what? Who told you this? And Mark Walters is running the team, but Jeannie Buss is still the governor. So since they got Luka and AR, they don't have to depend on LeBron anymore like they used to. So since LeBron didn't get his contract and he's not getting his way how he got before with the front office and they didn't give him his contract, this is what he tells Rich Paul to say on his podcast with Max Kellum. I'm like, bro, who's feeding you this information? Like, bro, who's giving you this information?
This is what it is, bro. LeBron, and I said it on the show we did last night. LeBron is honestly like he's just a different breed. Like really think about this for a second. LeBron comes to LA, Kobe's territory.
Yep.
When LeBron and Kobe were both in the league, LeBron dominated Kobe. Pretty much every time they played against each other, it was belt to ass in favor of LeBron James. 16-6, better numbers across the board. LeBron got the best of Kobe. Kobe retires. 2 years later, LeBron comes to Kobe's town. Now it's LeBron's team. Now LeBron is here. He then, gets AD and all these other guys. Kobe tragically passes away. LeBron wins a championship. Now it's basically LeBron's turn now. I'm telling y'all, bro, I've heard Ticket TV. I've heard Ticket TV literally say that LeBron James was the one that sacrificed Kobe. These people hate this man, bro. They think he is the reason Kobe is not here anymore. And I'm telling y'all, ever since Kobe died, because remember, before Kobe was dead, when he was still alive, Remember when they spray painted his house in 2017, the N-word on his house? He was still in Cleveland. Yep. He had a house in LA while he was playing with Cleveland. They spray painted the N-word on his house. He then comes the following year, 2018, and they're defacing his murals and all that. They've been hating on LeBron. It's been nasty. But when Kobe Bryant died, I'm telling you, bro, Rob Pelinka, all of them, it's like they completely have conspired against LeBron to sabotage the final years of his career. Because think about it, right? Why? I don't know if you guys saw the press conference when Luka signed his extension. One of the reporters asked him a question about LeBron. He asked Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka, it almost seemed like he was irritated at the question about LeBron. And I'm thinking to myself, why all of a sudden does he just like seem like he's irritated talking about LeBron? What did LeBron do to the guy? I'm trying to figure this out. What did LeBron do to where the Lakers don't want to offer LeBron an extension? What did he do?
Well, you left out a part though that these rejects forget, that Kobe Bryant actually reached out to LeBron to recruit him to play for the Lakers. Retards. That's another reason why he came. Kobe gave LeBron his blessings to come to the Lakers, and so did Magic Johnson. So you think he was gonna say no to both of them? That's the real reason why LeBron's on the Lakers. But dumb Kobe fans keep attacking LeBron, not understanding you basically attacking Kobe. Kobe wanted LeBron. He came and watched them play with his daughter before they died. They came and watched LeBron play.
Anubis, don't you
But
think
yet y'all attacking him?
Don't you think it's a little bit like eerie that Kobe's last tweet was giving props to LeBron James? Don't you think it's a little eerie that right before Kobe died, LeBron broke his scoring record in Philadelphia?
No, I don't. I think death happens all the time.
I think this stuff is very eerie, bro. And I think these people, like I said, bro, they hate the fact that obviously Kobe died, bro. And I get it. Like it's very sad, bro. Like the way he went out, it is sad, bro. Like that, I mean, that's tragic. I went to his memorial they had when I was living out there. Like I went and paid my respects. Like it was devastating. The whole city was sad. So I get it. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, but I like Kobe. I had his shoes. Like I liked Kobe. He just wasn't my favorite player. But so I could only imagine how some of these people feel that Kobe's no longer here with us. But I think they've taken it out on LeBron, and I'm trying to figure out what LeBron did.
That's what I'm saying. You mad at the wrong person. They had their little rivalry when he was alive, but they squashed all that when they was on the USA team, and they became close. People forget this. You know, and that's what's crazy. It's like y'all forget the history of Kobe and LeBron. They wasn't beefing like that when before he died. For y'all to even come to that stupid conclusion that LeBron had something to do with it.
But Anubis, the reason why Kobe, because it was never like a full-blown beef, but I think the reason why it was even like maybe a little bit of tension is because Kobe was supposed to be in that GOAT conversation.
Mm-hmm.
When Jordan had the 6 rings. Jordan retired. Kobe had 3 by the time Jordan retired, right? And then he was supposed to be the one like, I remember them talking about it. Like, damn, could Kobe catch Jordan rings? He was the one in the conversation. But then LeBron started winning MVPs. LeBron started cementing himself as the best player in the NBA. And I think that pissed Kobe off, that LeBron was better than him.
Yeah,
that's what I think personally. Because I remember growing up, like LeBron never did nothing to Kobe for them to have like this sort of like friction or whatever. And then if you remember in 2018, when LeBron lost to Golden State, Kobe comes out and he's like, oh yeah, LeBron needs to focus on winning and it's not about narratives and all of that shit. And if you remember LeBron's first year in LA, him and Kobe didn't speak.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't speak till his second year. That's what niggas don't get. They didn't speak till his second year when he came with his daughter and he was sitting in the front row. That's when they, I guess, kind of squashed whatever little beef that they was having. But yeah, LeBron's first year, they didn't even shake hands. They didn't speak. You didn't see them talking. You didn't see them together. Because it was because Kobe said. So this whole time, this is the crazy part. The whole time, Kobe been the one that been low-key jealous and hating on LeBron. It was Kobe.
But then it's crazy because, like I said, he did.
Fans followed suit.
Well, then Kobe's fake for that then, because if I say, hey, bro, if you got a problem with me coming to Los Angeles, you know, I'll go somewhere else. I need to know how you feel about this. And if you like, yeah, blah 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 blah, then later on you a fake ass nigga then. Real talk, if you think about it, because you already got your blessings. This is basically your little throne, because Cleveland is LeBron. So I can understand he respected Kobe enough to say, hey, I don't want to just come and just straight take over. So how do you feel? Kobe said, yeah, come on, and all that stuff. So hey, why is that LeBron's fault? You know what I'm saying? It's like you still can't blame LeBron, because he did what he was supposed to do. LeBron could have went anywhere. Let's be real. LeBron could have went anywhere and won a ring. When it comes to leaving Cleveland, he had a bunch of options. So y'all should be thankful that LeBron came and even dug this Lakers organization out of the grave that it was in, because y'all wasn't winning nothing. That's what's crazy. That's like the nerve of y'all to even get mad at LeBron for winning and making fun of the ring that he brought the Lakers to get them closer to the Celtics, or else y'all have been two rings back still.
Yeah, but when it's all said and done, bro, they still gonna say LeBron only brought one Mickey Mouse ring to the LA, and Kobe brought 5, and they're gonna compare that until the end of days, and they're gonna go on and on with that narrative, and they're not gonna even say nothing how you saying it, Reg and Anubis. Basically, like, you know, LeBron definitely made LA noticeable. He put them back on the map. You know, nobody was really caring about LA. Yeah, they had all those like potential young players, like Lonzo and Ingram and Josh Hart and all these other Julius Randle, but they're not going to mention and say, like, when LeBron got signed to LA, people wanted to watch Showtime. They wanted to watch the Lakers. They wanted to see what's going on. Obviously they wanted to see because LeBron was there, but they're not going to mention that. But like, to be honest with you, I'm just like this. To be honest with you guys, going back to that Rich Paul thing, like, I feel like Rich Paul could say anything he wants to say. If he wants to go on a podcast, and now these days you got players like Jeff Teague that never won anything in the NBA, and he can say whatever he wants to say. You got players like Zach Randolph and Eddie Curry that used to play with the New York Knicks that is on and pretty much saying whatever they want to say. So why is it that the minute Rich Paul comes out and says something, automatically people assume like, oh, well, that's LeBron telling him to say that, and now it's causing confusion in the locker room, and this is why the Lakers can't win. And every year when LeBron doesn't get his way, nah, man, it's just, like I said again, for me, this is what I'm saying. For me, I want LeBron to waive his no trade clause contract, and I want him to go to a team of his liking, and I want to see how Luka and Austin Reaves they play and moving forward, because this is what they're saying. This is the rumor. They're saying that they're waiting for LeBron for this season to be over, because they're not going to give LeBron another $53 million contract. And they're waiting to see what's going to happen, because then that's when Rob Pelinka is going to start making moves. He's not going to start making moves now, because that $53 million that LeBron is holding from the Lakers, well, his contract pretty much, they can take that money and they can sign other players. So they're waiting for LeBron to leave.
The problem is,
I think all of it's BS,
this is hold on real quick, Anubis. This is all I have to say about this situation, because I see some niggas in the chat, acting like Kobe is not hating or wasn't hating on LeBron. Like, this photo on the screen, folks, like, I remember this game. Rich Paul and Kobe were sitting in the cut. This was LeBron's first year in LA. This was 2018. Rich Paul and Kobe were sitting in the cut in the back. watching LeBron James. I told you, before LeBron James showed up, Kobe didn't come to any of the games. I remember the Lakers honored Kobe, I think, in 2017, the year before LeBron showed up, right? The Lakers were getting clapped so bad that Kobe got up and left during the game.
I remember that.
Exactly. I remember it too, right? Like, Kobe didn't even want to watch the team. LeBron shows up. Now Kobe is sitting in the cut with his boy, Rob Pelinka. I'm telling y'all what this really is about. They don't like LeBron, right? They've always been jealous of LeBron. That's just the reality. I don't care what anybody says. Kobe has always been jealous of LeBron because LeBron is better than him. But in Kobe's mind, he feels like he's better than LeBron, which is fair. I don't have no problem with him feeling like that. I actually like the fact that he feels like that because I think everybody should feel like that. But Kobe, I think, he's always been jealous of the fact that LeBron got the GOAT conversation and he didn't. Because remember, remember, Anubis, 2016, right? When Cleveland comes back from that 3-1 deficit, that is when the conversation started. Like, oh shit, is LeBron now in the greatest of all time conversation? And Kobe at the time, he's probably looking at it like, hold on, I got 5 rings. Yeah, you got 5 rings, but LeBron got 4 MVPs to your 1. LeBron got 3 finals MVPs to your 2. So Kobe, this is why he wanted to get away from Shaq. Because this is why him and Shaq broke up, because he was jealous of Shaq. See, this is what niggas don't want to talk about, bro. Real quick, Anubis, I'm gonna let you go. But I gotta get this off. This is what niggas don't want to talk about. Kobe's always been a jealous ass nigga. Let's just keep it a buck. He was jealous of Shaq. Shaq was the one winning MVPs on the Lakers. Shaq was the one getting the finals MVPs. Shaq was the one getting all of the acclaim and the attention. So he was jealous of Shaq, and he broke that relationship up. Then LeBron comes along. LeBron, he's getting all the MVPs. He's getting all the rings, the accolades. So now he starts getting jealous of LeBron. Both of these niggas didn't do shit to Kobe. He was just always jealous. He was always selfish. He was the one that he wanted all of the spotlight. That was his personality.
Well, they had that sit down, when they had that interview. Remember that interview a couple of years ago, Reg? Shaq and Kobe? When they had I remember. That interview, they said it. They were basically like, Kobe was like, I wanted the attention. And Shaq was like, well, I wanted the attention too. And we were young, we were dumb, we were naive. But how many championships we could have won? That's going back to what you're just finished saying, basically. It's like all the championships, they possibly could have won more. But Kobe wanted the attention. He wanted the MVPs. He wanted the attention on him. He wanted the accolades. Yeah, you're right.
Right. So, like I said, when Kobe was winning titles, remember, so 2008, the year that we played in the Olympics. That year was the year Kobe lost to Boston. Right? LeBron lost to Boston, and then Kobe lost to Boston. So then they go to the Olympics, right? So the following year, 2009, Kobe wins the championship, but LeBron gets the MVP. Same thing happens in 2010. Kobe wins the championship, but LeBron gets the MVP. So then LeBron goes to Miami, 2012, 2013. Now LeBron has 4 MVPs and 2 championships. So now the conversation is starting to shift. Like, okay, has LeBron passed Kobe? Then we get to 2016. You complete the greatest championship run we've ever seen. No team has ever come. I don't care what anybody says. The 2016 championship is the greatest championship of all time. That is a fact. LeBron James, beat the greatest team of all time down 3-1. Yeah, no team has ever come back from 3-1 in the finals. That's the greatest ring of all time.
Yeah, but Reg, they're gonna say Kyrie was the one that brought them back. That's what they're gonna say. That's
No,
the
I was
narrative.
just gonna. I was just gonna mention.
Kyrie did his thing. Don't get me wrong, but LeBron was the best player on the floor.
Right, but that's the narrative, though. That's the
No,
narrative.
it can't be a narrative, bro. When LeBron led in all statistical categories, that kills all that off, bro. Like it's over.
I mean, if you want to say, oh, but Kyrie made the shot, okay, he did, and so did John Paxson, so did Ron Artest. Like nobody talks about 2010 when Ron Artest was the one that made the big three that put the Lakers over the Celtics. So I mean, everybody's made a shot. Like no, LeBron was the best player. LeBron got the Finals MVP, and that's that. But so in that moment, now LeBron has completely surpassed Kobe. And Kobe, like I said, he retired that year. And now, Golden State adds Kevin Durant. LeBron loses in 2017, 2018. And now you got Kobe talking shit, talking about, oh, yeah, LeBron needs to figure out a way to win championships. No, you shut the fuck up.
After sabotaging. He sabotaged him. You talk about that, Reg. Getting in Kyrie's ear.
Exactly.
Getting him to leave and stuff. Kobe was a part of that.
Didn't I tell you he was a hater? He been hating, bro.
Yeah.
He's been hating. And that's
Kobe
another
was a
thing,
part of
too.
that.
Think about it, right? Why did Kyrie all of a sudden why did he all of a sudden just started beefing with LeBron? What did LeBron ever do to that little nigga?
Nothing.
Kobe was in his ear the whole time.
He never did nothing to that little nigga, man. Before LeBron showed up, Kyrie, he was doing his thing. He was getting his numbers. He never made the playoffs. They were getting number one picks on Kyrie's watch. They were getting Anthony Bennett, Andrew Wiggins on Kyrie's watch. LeBron shows back up. Now you're in the finals every year. And then randomly, just all of a sudden, you don't like LeBron. You want to be traded. And then a couple years later, you go link up with the guy that was beating y'all in the finals, Kevin Durant. Now all of a sudden, you and KD are besties. They've been sliming my goat out for it's like everybody is trying to conspire against LeBron to make sure he doesn't get as many rings as he possibly can get.
That's what it seems like, because think about it. After that championship, the first person Kyrie runs and talks to is Kobe. The first person he talks to.
Exactly.
And by 2016, Kobe's body was not the same. His body was breaking down. There was no Gasol there. They were pretty much done. The same way Boston was done, where Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett, they were done at that point in 2016. Like Kobe, you could see his body was breaking down. I mean, the Lakers were not the Lakers that they were in 2010 or 8. I mean, so yeah. But this is what they're gonna do. But they don't, Reg, Anubis, they don't. You go on these guys' platform, and all they do is scream and say, "Oh well," all they mention is 4 and 6. That's all they mention, and they say Kobe Bryant was better because he won 5 championships. He never lost. Kobe Bryant has 5 championships, and LeBron James has lost 6 times in the finals. I'm like, okay,
that's it.
So what's your point?
These are just Skip Bayless talking points. Like I don't really like. Me personally, I don't really take them type of niggas seriously, bro. The reality is, bro, Kobe was a hater, and his fans are haters. That's just the nature of Kobe fans, bro. Like as a LeBron fan, I don't sit around and like hate on Kobe. Like I said, I liked Kobe. I just know for a fact LeBron was just the better overall player. He's just a better player. That's all it is. But they're just like Kobe, they're jealous of that. They want that for Kobe. It's just, I'm sorry,
envious.
LeBron just came
and think about this,
into that.
Bro. Think about how worse they would be if Kobe or Jordan was at the top of the scoring list. But since it's LeBron, it's always longevity. But if Kobe or Jordan was at the top, I guarantee you, I'll be using that as a GOAT debate. They're the greatest scorers ever because they got all these points. Because everybody wants that record. You can say what you want. That was the most sought after record in the NBA, the scoring record, and LeBron's at the top.
But now
that's where the real jealousy is coming from.
But now people, Anubis, they look at it. It's like for example, who was saying this the other day? Someone was saying this the other day. They were saying, I think it was Gilbert Arenas. Someone said, You guys need to appreciate LeBron now, because once he's gone, that's it. It's over. But you guys don't give him. Someone was saying this the other day on their podcast. They were saying, why is it? No, there it goes. It was Isaiah Thomas. Y'all seen that interview with Isaiah Thomas, right? Reg and Anubis? Y'all caught it?
Nah, I didn't catch it.
Okay, so basically Isaiah Thomas was basically saying, why is it that there's so much disrespect with LeBron? Y'all don't give this man his flowers for what he's done in the NBA. He's 41 years old, and he's still putting up numbers that half of these young bucks in the league can't do. They just can't do it. The way he takes care of his body, the way he preps season after season, we don't give this man his flowers. We don't respect this man. But yet again, we're bashing this man. When he has an off night, we're bashing this man. We're not, and he basically said it. He was like, LeBron James is the GOAT. He said it. But when he said that, other people were like, oh, well, Isaiah Thomas is still salty about not being on the dream team, and he's a hater. He never liked the Jordan. But that's what it's about, man, at the end of the day. People hate LeBron. They dislike, they don't look at what he's doing in, night out. And it's always gonna be like that, Reg and Anubis. It's always gonna be like that. Right now, the reason why the Lakers, they're not performing the way they're supposed to be performing is because it's LeBron's fault. But last night he just had a triple-double. I don't get it, man. I really don't understand it, man.
It's funny because the haters, anytime LeBron has a good game or he does something spectacular, they get quiet. They get real. It's like these LeBron haters are a special type of retard. They're like, they really believe they belong in a psych ward, because it's like, y'all are just retarded. That's why I wouldn't even waste my time talking to you, because it's just the same garbage. 2011. You're not. There's no facts to any of it. It's just all feelings and emotions. Like, bro, y'all like females. I'm gonna be honest. That's the way y'all act, because y'all can't even talk about Kobe or Jordan without bringing up LeBron. You can't even do it. It's crazy. And y'all don't see how crazy that is. I don't have to talk about Kobe or Jordan, how trash they are, when I'm talking about LeBron. Because LeBron, he's doing all this great stuff. I don't need to bring up Kobe or Jordan at all. They're irrelevant when it comes to being the GOAT. It is what it is.
But they do it to reflect. That's what they do.
Yep.
They do it to reflect. Because they need a topic to talk about. It's like Reg right now. He just finished saying Ticket TV. Ticket was basically saying the reason why Kobe died was it had something to do. It had something to do with LeBron. Any dude that goes on a podcast or any dude that has a platform and mentions the name Ticket TV from now on, I'm just shutting it off. I'm just shutting it off. Like it's unbelievable. How can you sit up here and say the reason why that's crazy, bro? These dudes really hate LeBron, bro. They hate him so bad. Like they just despise this man. I don't understand it.
Let me read some of these chat comments. We got this clown, oh lordy. You said a good game doesn't matter, Goofy. Is he winning championships for the Lakers, yes or no? Yes. He's already won a championship. Now, this is why I say y'all don't know basketball. I don't be understanding why y'all want to come and this is probably why you staying in the chat, because you don't want to come on the show and like have an actual conversation. You just want to troll. So if you look at the last, 7 years since Golden State went back to back in 2017, 2018, we haven't had a repeat champion in the last 7 years. It was the Raptors, the Lakers, the Bucks, the Warriors, Denver, Boston, and then last year was OKC. So what are you talking about? So by your logic, then that means the Nuggets need to get rid of Nikola Jokic. By your logic, that means the Warriors need to get rid of Steph because they're not winning. By your logic, the Bucks need to get rid of Giannis. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. That's why you're staying in the chat like the little bitch you are. Shut the fuck up. When you're ready to grow your goofy ass up, you got a fucking Hey Arnold picture up here as your profile picture. When you're ready to grow up and have a grown up conversation about the state of the NBA, the phone lines are in the chat. Okay, pussy? Tap in.
Yo, Reg, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Anubis, you there? I tell people this all the time, Reg. What does LeBron have to prove anymore in the NBA? He's done it all. What does he have to prove to the next man? He has nothing to prove to nobody. I was having this conversation with my boy today. He keeps on telling me 4-6, 4-6, 4-6. Right, but he has 4 championships. Half of these guys don't have 4 championships. SGA ain't got 4. Giannis ain't got 4. Joker ain't got 4. I mean, Jason Tatum ain't got 4. Like, Brunson ain't got 4. He don't even got 1. So what is it that he has to prove to the people, to the audience? What else did he has nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove, bro, to be honest with you. I don't get it, man. It's like people, here's the thing, Reg, about the championship that LeBron won for, people call it the Mickey Mouse championship, but here's the thing. That championship went in the rafters. That championship is up there. That banner's up there, whether it was COVID time or not. He still brought a championship to LA. He still brought a championship to LA. So I don't see what's the problem. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, he's just held to the most unrealistic standard of any player that we've ever seen. But this they don't even know that their hate. It almost like, when you really think about it, it's like the hate almost shows you how great they think he is. Because if you're telling me that you have a championship expectation for my GOAT at 41 years old, and we all know Kobe was done at 37, and at 40 Jordan hung it up, but you're telling me that you have an expectation for my GOAT to win a title? Well, that tells me everything that I need to know, basically. You're basically saying my GOAT is the greatest of all time, because there's never been a 41-year-old that people were like, yo, what is he doing right now? Is he winning a championship? Nobody's ever done that. But they're doing that with LeBron. So, like I said, bro, LeBron is the GOAT, man. And like I said, shout out to the Kobe fans, man. I get it. What happened to Kobe was tragic. It was. But this hatred that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers and this fan base that y'all have for LeBron James, I mean, I don't understand what he did to y'all. If he legitimately did something to you, then I guess you could have a point. But all I remember this man doing is coming here and trying to help y'all win a championship.
And he's still doing it. He's still
exactly.
Doing it.
And listen, let me say this too. Let me say this too about the whole Rich Paul comment, right? Because I saw LeBron say, "Oh, Rich is his own man" and all that. What is LeBron supposed to say? Oh yeah, I agree with Rich Paul. Austin Reaves is a bum and he needs to get traded. Of course he's gonna defend Reaves and say Reaves is his guy and all that. It's political. It's politics. Guarantee you, LeBron feels the exact same way about Austin Reaves that Rich Paul is saying. I guarantee that.
Of course, bro. Of course, that's his teammate. That's his teammate. But you got guys out here. Like I told you, I was on show yesterday, and he had a dude on there, and he was saying Rich Paul is trying to sabotage Austin Reeves, and he's trying to take money out of that man's pocket. Why are you doing that? That's LeBron telling Rich Paul to do that. That's not Rich Paul. That's LeBron. So if Rich Paul says something, automatically it's coming from LeBron. This is why, man, you can't, unfortunately, you can't talk sports with a lot of guys. You can't talk reality with a lot of these dudes out here. And especially with people that hate LeBron, you can't talk basketball because there's no way around it. You're never going to get your point across. They're never going to understand you from no angle. It just doesn't make sense. You should just stop. It's crazy. It's just like, I told him, I'm like, bro, Rich Paul doesn't need LeBron to say what he wants to say. And all reality, I agree with Rich Paul. I agree with him. That's my personal opinion. I agree with Rich Paul. What Rich Paul said, I agree with him 100%. 100%.
We got V4AR real quick, bro, because I do gotta leave pretty soon. What you got, bro?
No, I just wanted to throw down that it's good conversation, good topic you guys are having, and just giving a shout out. You got to go, so I'm gonna put in my input on the next conversation. I'll just save that for later. But just shout out to the show, Reg, and much power to you guys. And I'll just hold my thoughts till next show.
You sure, bro? You can just go ahead and say whatever you got to say.
All right, but it's a little bit off topic, but I kept seeing in the comments people keeps talking about some 2011, and just to touch on that real quick, people don't really dissect the rosters of 2011, talking about the greatest meltdown of NBA history. Guys, in regarding 2011, you really got to dissect the rosters and see that the Mavs had the better overall team, and they try to flip the script and say Dirk had the greatest run for the NBA title. I mean, you got to look at the pieces Dirk had on his team, and in 2011, besides LeBron and Dwayne Wade and aging Chris Bosh with bad knees, what else did he have on his roster? And so, guys, think about that. Stop saying 2011. And then when you look at Dirk's roster, Dirk had a complete team. Like the young man on this Anubis or whatever the guy's name is. People don't really talk basketball. They just like to troll. Really dissect the rosters and see what they had in that year. That's all I wanted to talk about, Rich.
All right, bro. Good call, bro. All right, DC Roo, final thoughts, bro.
Like the man just finished saying right now, people don't want to talk basketball. They want to talk foolishness. They want to talk nonsense. They want to come up here and they want to bash LeBron for any given thing, no matter what he's done to LA, no matter what he's done in the league. They want to bash him. And they're going to continue to keep on doing that, man. Good show, Reg.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, peace.
All right, bro. Peace. Yeah, man. Shout out to DC Roo, V4AR. Shout out to Anubis. Good show, folks. Good show. Yeah, man. Kobe and his fans, man. They're just jealous creatures, man. They're just jealous, bro. That's all this stuff is about, man. They wanted the GOAT conversation. Unfortunately, they got the Tim Duncan and Shaq conversation.
LeBron fans.
Gonna have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
Chat, you guys remember when they were upset at the list when Kobe Bryant wasn't in the top 10?
Critics said it was hot, but everybody who heard it said it was trash. This is essentially what that is. But in this case, even the critics are saying it's trash. The critics and the listeners. This list is trash.
Chat, they're mad. These Kobe fans, let's keep it a buck. They're upset at LeBron because LeBron got the GOAT conversation and Kobe got the Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal conversation. Damn. That's why they're really mad, bro. Like, let's just be honest, chat. This is why they're really mad, bro. It's crazy, man. How are y'all mad at LeBron for that? It's not our fault you're not in the GOAT conversation. Kobe was great. Like, we're not saying he wasn't great. He was a great player. Hell of a player. All-time great player. He just wasn't LeBron. When are y'all going to let this hate go, man? Y'all got to let it go at some point, man. But I get it, man. Watching LeBron right now in this Lakers jersey running up the court, man. I mean, with the situation with Kobe, I get it, man. I do. Kobe fans, I feel you guys' pain, man. Honestly, I do. This is kind of crazy. Like, if you would have told me 15 years ago that Kobe was going to tragically pass away and LeBron was going to become a Laker, I'd have been like, nah, bro. That's never going to happen. Like, stop it, bro. That's insane. If you would have told me in 2010 that in 10 years, LeBron is going to be a Laker and Kobe's not going to be here anymore, I'd have been like, nah, bro, that's insane. What are you talking about? That's literally insane. Folks, that's what happened. Like LeBron's whole storyline, his whole like career arc, it's been just wild, man. I would have never thought LeBron would have been a Laker and Kobe wouldn't be here anymore. Like, that's just crazy. So I get it, man. I get why they hate this man. You know, I get it, man. I do. I'm not delusional to where I can't see why they genuinely probably don't like this man. I know it hurts Kobe fans every Laker game and you see LeBron.
LeBron fans.
Go have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
Chat, they be hate watching every night. Oh my God. They be hate watching every game. Every game they be hate watching, bro. They hate this man. I get it, bro. I get it, man. I get it. I do. I get it, man. It's wild. It really is, bro. Who would have ever thought, bro, LeBron would be a Laker and Kobe wouldn't be here anymore, bro? That's insane. That's insane, man. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, man. Honestly. Seriously, man. I wish it didn't have to go this way, Kobe fans. I really do. Like I said, I paid my respects to Kobe. I went to the mural or whatever it was called, outside of the Staples Center. I was there, man. Like I said, I don't hate Kobe, man. Like, that stuff was sad, bro. It really was sad, man. It really was, bro. It really was, folks. I was there. Let me show you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me show you guys. I was really there, bro. I was really there. Look at this. Look at this, folks. Look what it says. Hold on, let me put it. Let me make this bigger. Let me make this bigger, folks. Look at what this says, folks. Had to go pay my respects to a legend today. January 28, 2020, folks. I was there, bro. They had a whole memorial. They had a whole memorial for Kobe outside of the Staples Center. I went and paid my. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, I'm not a Kobe hater. I'm a LeBron fan.
LeBron fan.
Go have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
As a LeBron fan, I'm not a Kobe hater. I liked Kobe, man. Kobe was he was a GOAT. I wasn't happy when that happened to him. That was tragic. So I'm with y'all, bro. Like, I feel y'all, man. That was like a very sad situation. But, like, honestly, bro, y'all gotta stop this, bro. Y'all gotta stop with y'all hate and animosity towards my GOAT. Like, my GOAT we didn't do nothing to y'all. Y'all mad at the wrong person, bro. What did we do, chat? We didn't do nothing to y'all, bro. I don't, like I said, I respect y'all being upset, but I don't respect the fact that y'all take y'all animosity out on us when we didn't do nothing to y'all. LeBron never hated on Kobe a day in his life. Kobe was the one hating on LeBron. That's just the reality. He was all. Did y'all saw the story, right, of Joakim Noah? Y'all remember what Joakim Noah said about Kobe? Hold on, chat. Let me show you guys what Joakim Noah. Let me show you guys what Joakim Noah, what he said about Kobe hating on LeBron. Okay, here we go. Listen to this, folks.
So I'm sitting next to Kobe, and we're like, we have the next game, and LeBron gets a steal, and he's about to, he's on the break. So obviously, when LeBron catches the ball on the break, it's a sight to see. Everybody's like watching, like, okay, what is he gonna do? And I just remember Kobe turns around and starts talking to me like about something completely, like he didn't even want to acknowledge the dunk. And I was like, okay, I know I'm sick, but this guy's sick as hell too. I was like, this guy won't even acknowledge. I was like, wow, that said a lot to me, that he wouldn't even acknowledge LeBron.
He didn't want that
fast break.
He didn't want that visual.
He didn't want the visual
in his
of
memory.
He didn't want the visual of him watching LeBron dunk like this. He didn't want that picture of him looking. I was like, wow, there's levels to this.
Oh, that's a hell of a way to end this episode.
LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
LeBron James. Ooh,
LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I just played you guys the clip, man. Like, I told y'all, bro, like, they've been hating on us from the jump, man. Like, my GOAT, man, my GOAT is so real, bro. Like, my GOAT doesn't hate on nobody. My GOAT, like, come on, man. Like, these niggas been hating on us, man. We didn't do shit to these niggas. Nobody never did nothing to Kobe. He was the one that didn't like us. And his fans are following in his footsteps. They're haters. That's all they do is wake up and hate on my GOAT.
LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
Gonna have me on a late night mission, pulling up.
It's actually sad, bro. It's actually sad, bro. We never did nothing to them. They just didn't like us because we were better than them. You heard what Joakim Noah just said? He didn't even want to see my nigga dunk. He didn't even want to watch it. They're on the same team. They're on this Team USA. He don't even want to watch it. If that don't tell you everything you need to know about Kobe and his fans, then listen, bro, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. They've been jealous of LeBron James. You just said you're a fan of Kobe? I am. Kobe's still a jealous ass nigga. What's your point? Two things can be true. I mean, I said what I said, didn't I?
I said what I said.
I said what I said. You don't got to tell me what I said. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. I'm the one that said it. The fuck you trying to tell me about what I said? I said what I said. Kobe's been jealous. But we're not allowed to talk about it because, Kobe ain't here no more. No, we're going to talk about it, bro. Kobe don't like us. Rob Pelinka don't like us. Why? Because we're just better than them. Right now, if my GOAT said he wanted to be a GM, he'd be a better GM than Rob Pelinka. My GOAT is better at your job than you are at your job. My GOAT was better at basketball than Kobe was at basketball. My GOAT is just better. That's why they don't like my GOAT. Because he's just better. And they're just jealous. That's the reality. Shout out to LeBron, man. Honestly, man. I mean, this is what they hated Jesus, right, chat? I mean, they hated Jesus. They just don't like us because we're better than them. LeBron never did nothing to Kobe. He never did nothing to Rob Pelinka. He never did nothing to Jeannie Buss. Now, all of a sudden, they don't want him no more. Just all of a sudden, randomly, we want LeBron out. Why? They just don't like us, Chad. It just is what it is, bro. They don't like us. They never did. They never wanted us here. Because we're better than them. Shout out to LeBron James, man. I'm out, folks. Austin Reaves and his agent, eat a dick. I'm out, folks. Peace.
I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped, but all 6 of you jumped. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped.